Shawn Michaels had the will to win at Survivor Series. He had the belief that he could reach down into his soul and put anybody in that ring with him, and that's exactly what he did. He beat 5 other men.
Yeah, but you have to admit, Cole, he had an advantage. He didn't have to enter that elimination chamber until very late in the match. He got to sit back and watch a lot of those guys literally beat the hell out of each other.
Including Rob Van Dam, who was in that match from the get-go.
Again with the elbow.
And here's Rob Van Dam. Oh, man.
Here's the moonsault. What athleticism. There's another great kick.
Oh, wait, nice reversal. Rob Van Dam with the offense.
Shawn Michaels is 2-0 since returning to action back in August at SummerSlam.
Yeah, you're right. HBK's record is unblemished since returning. But he certainly didn't look like a winner when he was being carted out of the arena on a stretcher at SummerSlam.
Of course, King, referring to the post-match attack on Shawn Michaels at the hands of Triple H.
And his trusty sledgehammer. Of course, that was one of the most brutal attacks I have ever seen. Look out! Rob Van Dam won a triple threat match here live last week to become the #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship.
And Booker T and Chris Jericho were the other 2 men in that match.
And let's not forget Christian and Scott Steiner interjected themselves into the match. It was pure chaos. But when the smoke cleared, it was Rob Van Dam who walked away with tonight's title opportunity. Oh, Rob Van Dam is going up yet again.
Good Lord, look at the fire in his eyes.
And he reversed it.
Good move there.
Shawn Michaels has been a controversial superstar here in WWE ever since the first day he arrived.
And what about that little trick he pulled before this match even started? When he went into Rob Van Dam's locker room and slapped the taste out of his mouth.
That's mind games, King. That's good. What a completely unbelievable move by Rob Van Dam. Shawn Michaels has to be protected.
Oh, watch out. What's he gonna do here? Bam! Big forearm off the rope from HBK.
And a kick up by Shawn Michaels. And Michaels is feeling it. Shawn Michaels is feeling it. Sweet chin music time.
Tuning up the band. Here it comes. And now RVD ducks the sweet chin music and hits with his own.
Rob Van Dam wants to go high rest. Rob Van Dam. Whoa! 5-star frog splash to the back of Shawn Michaels. Can Van Dam capitalize?
All he's got to do.
Thinking back, I didn't think Shawn Michaels would ever return to WWE. But he came back at SummerSlam and beat Triple H in a street fight.
Yeah.
I never thought Shawn Michaels would get in the elimination chamber. Triple H with a cover on Rob Van Dam, and there's Shawn Michaels. And oh, man. Triple H is not going to like that, King.
You think that was a little slow?
You think?
The game is livid.
And now Rob Van Dam rolling up Triple H. And
oh! A really fast count from Shawn Michaels now on the game. Well, you gotta hand it to Shawn Michaels. He's not exactly an impartial referee in this one, is he?
And the knuckles connect. Into the collar and elbow tie-up. Only one can come out ahead.
Rob Van Dam with the reversal.
Tie up. This is about skill and power. With the arm.
Here we go with RVD. Triple H going for it.
After what Triple H and Shawn Michaels have been through over the years, I'm still in shock that they have become such bitter enemies today.
Well, it's hard to believe, King. As the founding fathers of D-Generation X, these two were nearly inseparable.
Well, the rose came off the DX bloom almost immediately after Shawn Michaels lost the WWE Championship to Stone Cold Steve Austin at WrestleMania 14.
Well, you're right, King, of course. Triple H claims Michaels dropped the ball that night at WrestleMania. The game then went on to reform DX with X-Pac, Road Dogg, and Billy Gunn, and without Shawn Michaels.
Right. And this rivalry between Triple H and Shawn Michaels goes well beyond wins and losses. Ninebuster connects. That will rearrange your organs a bit. Oh, look at RVD. There's a reversal. He whips Triple H into the corner. What's RVD going to do here? Oh, big shoulder block.
Right to the gut.
And another. Look at this. Oh, Triple H with the clothesline. Wow, they both ducked. And now RVD off the ropes onto HBK. Woo-hoo, a jumping corner splash. Now what? Oh, look at the game. He's ready to end this thing now.
Oh, jeez.
The more punishment he takes, the slower and slower he is getting back to his feet.
This past Thursday in New York City, WWE superstars took part in the famed Thanksgiving Day Parade. Among those on the WWE float were Mr. McMahon, Sergeant Slaughter, and the man in the ring right now, Triple H.
Oh, sports entertainment has such a rich history with the Thanksgiving holiday. Of course, the first several Survivor Series pay-per-views took place on Thanksgiving.
You were on the float once.
I know.
And let's not forget that the historic rivalry between Harley Race and the man that accompanied Triple H in the ring tonight, Ric Flair, reached its climax at Starrcade on Thanksgiving night in 1983.
Oh, I'll never forget it. So many all-time greats were on that card. Ricky Steamboat, Roddy Piper, Greg Valentine, Kevin Sullivan, Abdullah the Book. We got a cover. You know, it wouldn't surprise me if Eric Bischoff came out here and stripped. Oh, no, look at this.
Yeah, Shawn Michaels reluctantly counting the 1, 2, 3.
I know Shawn Michaels hates that, but the game shoving it right in Michaels' face. 1, 2, 3, and now what? Oh, look at this. Triple H demanded that Shawn Michaels raise the game's hand in victory. Here, I guess he's going to have to eat crow and do it.
Oh! No, he isn't! Michaels unloading on Triple H, and Triple H turning the table.
The King of Kings, the Heartbreak Kid, two forces set to meet in a 3 stages of hell match at Armageddon. The first fall, a knockdown drag-em-out street fight. The second fall, a more menacing arena as a hellacious steel cage surrounds the two combatants. And if necessary, the final stage, where victory is won from the top of a ladder. Our story begins at Survivor Series.
Oh, what about this? This match is underway, minus the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. Woo!
This is the first fall in this match, and it is a street fight. No disqualifications, no countouts. The match will continue until one man either loses by pinfall or submission. Anything goes in a street fight.
Yeah, and with the abuse that both these men are likely to go through under these street fight rules, you got to believe that whoever wins this first fall is going to have a huge advantage.
Good point, King, because no matter how resilient both Triple H and Shawn Michaels are, whichever one loses this first fall may not be able to recuperate from the punishment he suffers in this street fight environment.
And he reversed it. Good move there. Oh, what a swinging neck breaker.
Shoulders down.
Triple H is still in this. And Triple H with a reversal.
And that's because the game has a gift for getting out of trouble, Cole. Well, we've talked for years about Shawn Michaels' resiliency, his will to win. Still so strong after everything he's been through. And the supreme test of that will is right here in front of him.
HBK coming back and becoming the world champion was one of the great stories of all time in the WWE. And him retaining it here perhaps would even top that.
Well, nobody knows better than Triple H the damage that HBK's back has suffered throughout the years. Much of it at the hands of Triple H himself.
You got to wonder, King, how vulnerable is Shawn Michaels' lower back and how crucial a factor would...
And the game hits the spine buster. Not this.
Oh, what a pedigree.
It's hard to put into words what this comeback was.
And this has got to be it.
Oh, and Triple H wins the first fall in 3 stages.
Well, this match is underway, but before that cage came down, the game was smart enough to load the ring up with weapons he can use. Well, the referee might have made the biggest call of the match before the bell had even sounded, when he ejected Triple H's mentor and advisor, Ric Flair, from the contest. Unfairly, I might add.
I don't know if it was or wasn't fair, King, but it's the referee's call, and the referee's call is final.
Yeah, but Flair didn't do anything to deserve that.
This is such a personal matchup. Yes, it's for what many consider the richest prize in our business, the World Heavyweight title. But there's more to it than that.
Oh, you better believe it. Shawn Michaels and Triple H at one time were best of friends. I mean, they were like brothers. But those days are long, long gone, Cole. They've come to an end.
I can't state it strongly enough. There is pure, unadulterated hatred between Shawn Michaels and Triple H.
I know. You can see it in their faces, Cole. These two men want nothing less than to completely destroy each other.
Triple H for so long lived in the shadow of Shawn Michaels in the late 90s. I find it interesting that before Shawn Michaels was injured, Triple H had 2 title reigns. When Shawn Michaels got hurt and had to sit down for 4 years, Triple H had 10 title reigns.
Well, I think that shoulders down. He's got him hooked. Boy, did he get dropped or what?
Things are about to get ugly.
Man, Triple H, what offense.
Lateral press.
Everything about this 3 stages of hell match is so unforgiving, and everything comes into play. The cage, the ladder, the steps, the post, the steel.
Unforgiving is the word for it, Cole. The steel doesn't give a damn about an individual's anatomy. And believe me, Shawn Michaels doesn't give a damn about Triple H's anatomy. And vice versa.
And Triple H hits the ground.
He's going to take a chance here.
Oh, no!
What a move!
I'm not sure if he knows where he is right now. Wow, I don't know if this arena can take another impact like that.
This has been a punishing match.
Shawn Michaels with the sweet chin music on the Nature Boy, and now the game and Nate are down. If there's anybody in the game who knows the strengths and weaknesses of Shawn Michaels, it is the game. And Triple H won't hesitate to target those weak spots.
Well, we all remember his vicious sledgehammer attack after Shawn Michaels beat Triple H at SummerSlam just a few months ago.
Oh, Shawn Michaels wants to inflict some punishment. He wants to humiliate Triple H. The showstopper has shown up.
Well, just as Triple H wanted to cripple Shawn Michaels to put HBK back in a wheelchair, Shawn Michaels would love to do the same thing to the game.
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised to see Shawn Michaels drive that semi in here and try to just like he did last week.
Shawn Michaels gets out of that one. Nice move.
He leaps into the air for a flying forearm. Elbow drop. He may get the 3 count right here. What's he going to do here? What's he going to do here? Just trying to goad his opponent into making a mistake here.
Ooh, and he got dropped. Michaels is pulling out every stop to win this matchup. Uh-oh. Oh, good grief.
He thinks he has it. 2.
Oh, it's Shawn Michaels. He's even things up.
The winner of this fall, evening this bout at 1 fall apiece, Shawn Michaels.
Both these superstars are spent, but Shawn Michaels has got it back to even. Wait a minute.
And now, the third and deciding fall will be contested as a ladder match.
Oh, my gosh. Once again, it goes from bad to worse. You know, Michael, I don't think either one of these superstars have the strength or power left to even climb a ladder.
Triple H, the #1 contender, seems to need to be the World Heavyweight Champion to even exist in WWE. He needs it to simply survive.
Well, that's Shawn Michaels' assumption. We heard Shawn Michaels say that about Triple H, and he certainly believes it. Well, that's what this is all about.
With Triple H wanting this title as badly as he does, you have to wonder if he's able to separate his will to be the World Heavyweight Champion from his personal animosity for the man he considered his best friend.
I don't know, Cole, but let me tell you one thing. I don't think Triple H just wants to beat Shawn Michaels. I think he wants to drag this thing out and embarrass him in the process. He's got a nasty-looking object in his hands.
And he gets back in. A textbook reversal. Can he follow up?
Michaels goes down hard.
You know, this is an absolute assault on HBK. Man, Triple H, what offense! Triple H knows how to polish off an opponent. What's he think he's going to do with that?
Triple H, the ring general, is controlling the match one more time.
And again, the ladder comes into play. And he's going for that ladder. And there's the ladder.
And he's heading back inside the ring. And now beginning the walk.
Oh, look at this. Triple H is going to do it.
And Triple H is going to win the
Shawn body lying helpless on the floor after going through those tables. And now it looks like it's clear sailing to the titles for the game. Well, the hands of the game grab the biggest prize in the game. And I'll tell you what, Cole, both these men may never be the same.
That man ended Shawn Michaels' career, and it came at the hands of Triple H. But the game may have taken months of his own career, too. What an amazing performance by both men.
It's all about the game, and how you play it, all about controlling your game.
After months of bitter, intense battles, Armageddon seemed to put a bookmark in the chapter of Triple H and Shawn Michaels. But there was certainly no rest for the weary. Just as the game and HBK were at their most vulnerable, other superstars were making their play to capitalize.
HBK really does stand for Has Been Kid.
Chris Jericho set his sights on ending the career of his childhood hero, Shawn Michaels. Meanwhile, Booker T challenged Triple H for the coveted World Heavyweight Championship.
Triple H may be looking at the next heavyweight champion of the world.
Both rivalries would culminate in 2 epic encounters at WrestleMania 19.
Michaels with a roll-up. Oh, yes! Pedigree! Yes! And it's over.
But it wasn't until the night after WrestleMania that the Game and HBK would cross paths again, granting a voice of reason to emerge from the shadows.
You guys are my...
Can you dig it, sucker? From Detroit, Michigan, weighing 305 pounds, Kevin Nash.
King, Kevin Nash has not been in the ring in a match in a long time. But tonight, Kevin Nash looks focused, looks ready, and he's got his eyes dead set on his former best friend, but now nemesis, Triple H.
Well, you're right about that, Cole. Kevin Nash.
Think about the dichotomy of this match, King. On one side, there you see Booker T, but Shawn Michaels and Kevin Nash.
King, when you talk about all 6 of these men, all of them have at one point in their career been at the very top.
Oh, without a doubt. And probably the longest man at the top is Nate, Ric Flair, World Heavyweight Champion for years and years and years. And Triple H, World Heavyweight Champion now. He's been at the top of his game for years, too. But you're right about another thing, Cole. Every one of these guys is a true superstar in every sense of the word.
All 6 of these men used to being in the spotlight, used to be in the middle of it all. We have to focus a little bit on Shawn Michaels, Kevin Nash, and Triple H, their relationship, how close these 3 men used to be.
Well, everybody knows about them. I mean, about that history. Those 3 men were like brothers, Cole.
Well, maybe at one point, Kevin Nash, Shawn Michaels, and Triple H were like brothers, King, like you said, but that was a long time ago. And tonight, Kevin Nash and HBK are on the opposite side of the ring from the Game, staring him down along with Ric Flair and Chris Jericho.
Well, you're right, Cole. It was a long time ago. But in everybody's mind, that memory is fresh. Kevin Nash thought that when he came back to the WWE, that he'd be able to reunite the clique and put these guys back together. But now we know that Triple H doesn't want anything to do with Kevin Nash or Shawn Michaels.
Oh, what a clothesline. That'll leave a mark. So important that every member of both teams is on the same page right now. I mean, you have to work as a team, as a well-oiled machine, because the team that will be successful is the team that's the most unified.
Yes, King, that's what tonight is all about. It's not about being individuals, it's about being a team. It's about being a good teammate, doing whatever is necessary to help your teammates.
Sounds like you're okay with cheating. So cheating is okay then, huh? I mean, as long as it's good for the team?
It depends, King. Sometimes it's not called cheating, it's called being a good teammate.
Big Daddy Cool. Let's see what he's got. As you said before the match, he hadn't been in the ring competing in a long, long time.
Well, it's true, but Kevin Nash still looks to be in prime condition, King.
Certainly one thing we know hasn't changed is that Big Daddy Cool still has that strength.
And he's in there trying to get something going for his partner.
We know there are personal issues between just about every competitor in this match. But maybe the most interesting history is between Shawn Michaels and Chris Jericho. Can you imagine that Shawn Michaels used to be Chris Jericho's role model, Cole? Chris Jericho looked up to Shawn Michaels.
And wouldn't it be nice if somehow Chris Jericho could again find the respect that he once had for Shawn Michaels? But I don't know. Those days may be long, long gone.
Well, you see, when you have a hero and then you become greater and better than your hero, it's hard to have respect for him anymore.
I don't know if Shawn Michaels would agree with that assessment, King.
Oh, Booker T has got to be fired up. He's had issues with all three of these men at one time or another. Huge spinebuster connects. That'll rearrange your organs a bit.
Woo, a little showboating going on here. Just trying to goad his opponent into making a mistake here. King, I've got to ask you, even though Kevin Nash and HBK are competing as teammates tonight, we heard Triple H tell Kevin Nash a couple of weeks ago that HBK eventually would turn on him. Do you think that could happen here tonight?
Well, I don't know. I mean, you never know. You never know what guys like HBK and Kevin Nash are thinking. Sure, they're friends now, but friends in their book means they'll stab you in the front instead of stab you in the back. Well, there's the showboat, Shawn Michaels. The one thing you know he's going to try to do in this match is steal the spotlight from the entire team. I mean, he needs all the attention to himself.
Oh, look at Shawn Michaels in that ring, King. When you see some of the moves he has, you have to say that he is in unbelievable shape.
Okay, I'll give you that. But he still needs to remember that he's part of a team here tonight. It's not all about himself.
The question with Kevin Nash coming in tonight was, having only come back a few weeks ago, would ring rust be an issue for him?
Well, I don't know about that, Cole. That may be just the case because Big Daddy Cool is not very cool right now.
But Kevin Nash, over 7 feet, over 300 pounds, so big, so strong, has the strength to turn any situation around. King, we've talked about...
And the game hits the spine buster. Look out! Oh, lights out. You look at Kevin Nash and that size.
And will this be it? 1, 2. Oh, what timing. A few more seconds and this would have been over.
Uh-oh, Triple H has him. Oh, man. That'll take the wind out of your sails. He's going for the pin. This could be it. He breaks it.
Ref found a 2 count.
He may get the 3 count right here. 2, 3.
That's it. Triple H got it.
The World Heavyweight Champion and his team are victorious. Triple H, he's always thinking. He's always got an equalizer. I mean, he's always got back.
Triple H again proving why he's the cerebral assassin king. Why he's the World Heavyweight Champion. Doing whatever it takes to stay on top. Doing whatever...
Not a power. Oh, sledgehammer.
Coming off a grueling title defense, Triple H was steadily building his legacy as one of the greatest world heavyweight